back again. Now we are in part 2 of the object detection training your own PyTorch, and we have I have installed the CUDA installation, and I have done this reboot. So now we will test this and see if we have our installation okay. Yes, there we see that CUDA is installed. Now we can continue to install Conda, and we will see how this works through. So we could go to this web page and download. So we should download for so I select Linux here, and we'll see. We should Python. We should use this. So I download that. So the nice thing about Anaconda is that you only need the CUDA driver, not all the other parts. And we will see if that works. So okay, so now I installed Anaconda, and here we have to enter yes. Press enter to okay, yes. We'll see. So now hopefully it installed Anaconda environment system. I pause for a while. So it's in the middle of installation of Anaconda, and I pause again. Done, installation finished. Do you want to install the installation? Yes. And all right. It seems reasonable. And then next thing. In this I could add some lines. Then we could create a new Conda environment. So I do that. Actually Conda activate. We'll see activate. Why doesn't Conda work? I stopped for a while. All right. It actually is that you have to start anew, and then you see in this you have your base, and that's Anaconda is there. So I quit this because here we do not in the Anaconda default. So we create a new environment, empty environment, and I call it Torch, and that's where we put all the training things in, install. So now we are in the base, and I will switch to my Conda activate Torch. This will be my place to install all the things we need to do training. So to do that, we will install these things. CUDA Toolkit 10.2, even if we have that outside the environment. But anyway, this is the way to go, and we will see if that works. So far it seems great. It takes a little while. And by the way, I could say a very much thanks for this Debugger Cafe. It's very nice tutorial there who explain all details of the object detection. So I was inspired by his code there. So thank you for that. We will see if it's still some installation process ongoing for CUDA. Alright, done. So now we have done this command, and we continue with the SciPy in our environment. Remember, we are installing this in Torch in our own. So we do that. And that was a fast installation, and then we continue with another installation inside Conda environment. Right, and we end with this. That's hopefully all we need inside our Conda environment for training and inference. So then we need some pipe installation also. PIP installation for some Python. So we continue with that. We install OpenCV. That's a huge one. This will take time, I guess. So I pause this. Actually, it was very fast to install that. I was sorry. OpenCV install with C++, then it takes time. So now I have installed that as well, and now we could download this repository we are in. Anyway, we need to install also this to get Git to work. We need to install that, but I have already done that. So we could download this Git hub repository in our Torch. That doesn't matter what, but I pause because that there is a large data set of images I have So it take a while. I guess 69. All right, it's already almost done. So we see here we change our directory. So then we could, if everything works well, we could try to start with training. If this, maybe it's not working, we will see. But this is the first time I test on the new installation, so cross fingers. I guess something went wrong, but we test. This looks great, and now it starts training the data set with all the images in my I take photos in my bathroom and outside as well. So we see that it seems to work. Triggering it. I wonder if there is something I should adjust. Because it's only trained, the validation doesn't seems to work proper, I guess. So I will fix that in my repository. Anyway, it seems to work, the installation and everything about that so far. So it runs for 12 epochs in default. This looks like it works. And we see that the training loss, we can see that it outputs. Here we see, hopefully this is all right. I pause the video because this take time. We will see if this is new. Anyway, I pause here. Okay, we can do like this. I remove epoch 3 of 6. We remove all this. Outputs, and we will see that it already have saved one model here, and it should be actually this number 6 doesn't seem to be correct. I have to fix that in the code. Anyway, it should be 12 epochs, so I haven't fixed that yet, but each so it will run for 12 epochs, and I'll come back then. Now we see that we have new images and a new model saved when it's saved. So we can see here This is not from the GitHub repos because I removed. So this is actually the training I do now, and this model as well. So if this worked for you as well, then you have come through the most of the installation. Then after this training we will go to how to use label image if you want to do your own. That's the goal, of course, instead of using my images. We have all of these things, but I think we should take that in part 3 to use this image tools I have done and so on. So I pause this again. Alright, now it have stopped training, but unfortunately it was only 6 epochs, so I need to change that. And I want to have now I haven't any well editor for that, but I will install Visual Code, so I could do like this. So I do that first. So I install VS Code first. We'll see if that works. So if I enter code here, hopefully VS Code popping up, and we will see that our train here, and in config we will change this to 12 or let's say 20 epochs instead. So I do the training again. Actually, again, it seems like 12 epochs was the most sufficient for this dataset. If you set 12 to this for interference, and we could test the webcam. Then we'll see. Okay, plastic bottle. Sometimes it do the wrong thing. So I'm not very pleased about this training, but most of the time it seems to work. And then we have glass bottle was a little more easier, and then we have metal can here. Seems to work in some way, but it had difficulties with this. Alright, so that's interference with webcam, and that's stored in outputs here, webcam. Sorry, I couldn't show that, but and then we could for instance run input video instead, and then it looks something like this. So it was approximately best at 12 epochs, I think. Alright, so there you have it. Okay, bye bye.